So this is the Hisense E260T. This is a Windows phone that is on the very cheap side of things. So I want to find out if this is actually just a cheap device or a device that is a good value. So let's unbox it. So first off, we got the phone. It's a very light phone. Very plasticky back. Micro USB on the side. What else is in the box? Standard warranty and your manual, standard stuff that nobody uses. Our standard micro USB. A wall charger that is rated at 5V at 350 milliamps, so not a fast charger. And a battery that is 2000 milliamps, so in general pretty basic box. You don't get any earphones, but that's pretty normal for these kind of budget phones. So let's put in the battery and turn this guy on. And while I'm setting this device on, let's talk about specs. The phone is running on a dual-core 1.2 GHz processor. Yes, a dual-core 1.2 GHz processor in 2015. It comes with 512 megabytes of RAM. Yes, not the full gigabytes that you would like to expect. Internal memory is also not that hot at only 4 gigabytes. But thankfully there's a micro SD card for expansion, which you probably want to insert a card right away. It has a 5-inch 480p screen with pixels per inch of below 200. The back camera is a measly 2 megapixels with no flash, and there's no front-facing camera too. Oh wow! Alright, the phone booted extremely quickly. Now the first thing I'm going to notice is that this is a 480p screen on a 5-inch form factor, so the pixels per inch, the pixel density is not very high. In fact, I think it's below 200, which kind of stings, but if you think about it, it has a 2000 milliamp hour battery, so it could work out in its favor of it being a very long-lasting phone. So I'm going to set up the phone, I'm going to reset the device, and we will get to it. I think this is reset. Alright, saying bye-bye. I'm resetting the phone because the phone didn't give me the setup stuff, so that's kind of weird. Now if we compare these two phones, like this is my current phone, the Huawei C816. In terms, it is the same 5-inch screen, except this one's 540p instead of 480p. And this one definitely has a more plasticky feeling to it. It is definitely thicker, and in general, this plastics feel better than this one. This one feels glossy, very similar to the Samsung phones that you see out there. And it does tend to pick up fingerprints very easily. Like I just got my hands on it. Fingerprints written. Well, this is my Huawei, which is using a more of a matte finish, so it doesn't pick up fingerprints as much. A good thing to note is that this phone is CDMA for 3G, and GSM it only has 2G, so you won't be able to surf the web on a 3G GSM network on this, at least not at fast speeds. And this guy is only 288 RMB unlocked, which is about $50 US. Yes, this phone is super cheap. Welcome back, and now it says welcome back. We help you finish setting up in a few minutes. I'm gonna squat because I am tired. And so it's asking us to connect to a network. Terms of use, nobody reads that. Now one thing I'm definitely noticing is the fonts aren't as clear, and also another thing I'm noticing is that there is a black border on the screen. This is an 854 by 480 screen, and Windows Phone only supports 800 by 480. So instead of, you know, making a small screen, they decided to cut off the edges. Thank you very much. At this point, you should just paste, you know, at least you could go to manufacturing and tell them, you know, you just put in a bit of white there. Kind of annoying. Not kind of, very. And all the apps has finished installing. Please don't ask me to restart. Loading. And there we go, there we have Windows Phone running on the device. And as you can tell, we are dual SIM. We have number 1 phone here, number 2 phone here. But we don't have any SIM in that card, so I'm not gonna bother that. And I'm gonna play around with this phone. Oh. Again, black borders, very annoying. But that again, I'm very particular to this stuff. Most people wouldn't care. And yep. So we have this set up, and I'm gonna play it on this phone, and I'll get back to you guys on my first impression.